guys, welcome back to my channel. We are already in September of 2023 at the time of recording this video, but even if you're watching this at a later time, you can adjust the timeline because I want to talk about what I would do in the next 4 months if I wanted to start a profitable business and if I wanted to completely change my life. This is what I would do for the next 4 months. So if you are interested in kind of figuring out what small decisions, what small actions you can take to progress your life, to progress your business, to progress to whatever goals you're aspiring to, this is the video for you. So if you do like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into it. So the first thing that I want to talk about is self-improvement and self-help. I know that that might sound like a weird place to start, but I just want to emphasize how important it is that you internally are working on yourself in order for your business to grow outwardly. So what I mean by that is that you are only consuming your time with things that make sense. One of the ways that you can focus on your self-improvement is by spending less time with unproductive people. I am not the person to sit here and say to cut off everyone and just completely ignore all the important people in your life. That is not what I'm saying at all. But what I am saying is that the people that you spend your time with are going to have their habits kind of trickle onto you. So if you're around people who never want to go to the gym, are you going to go to the gym? You might, or you might just become comfortable with not doing that because the people that you're around are not doing that. And that's just an example. I'm talking about unproductivity in every aspect of the word, not just at the gym, but people who are not trying to form good habits that will help them get to where they want to be. People who maybe are drinking every single day of the week or drinking every weekend. And hey, if you have your life under control and you just want to go out and party, that is completely different than using that as a way to escape from your reality and not addressing the problems that you have in your day-to-day life, instead just waiting until the weekend so that you can do whatever and pretend like whatever is happening in your life isn't really happening. Do you understand what I'm saying? So truly addressing the root of your problems instead of trying to find ways to just constantly distract yourself is not going to help you progress. You have to be able to look at things for what they are, and that's a really big lesson that I have learned as an entrepreneur, which is to be able to see things for what it looks like and what it is, and not try to put on rose-colored glasses or not try to exaggerate or overcomplicate things that are simplistic. Look at what is going on and think of what is the most straightforward way that I can solve this problem. How can I tackle this in the most logical way for me? Another way that you can work on self-improvement is to not spend so much time scrolling. And I am guilty of this, so please do not think that I'm trying to preach to the choir right now. I spend a lot of time on my phone. Obviously, I work from my phone, I work from my laptop, but at the same time, think about the things that you are consuming on a regular basis. Are you following people that maybe don't make you feel the best? Are you jealous of the people that you see on your For You page or on Instagram or whatever? If someone is not causing you to have good feelings, you probably shouldn't be following them. You should be following accounts and people and, just in general content that inspires you, things that motivate you, things that make you happy, things that drive you to be your best self. So if you're seeing that you're not feeling good about the things that you are watching, you finish scrolling on Instagram and you feel bad about yourself, then you're following the wrong people and you're consuming the wrong types of content. I really challenge you to, even if you do nothing else from this video, to try to curate your social media a little bit more to positive things and things that make you want to be your best self, make you want to wake up every morning and find that thing that you're passionate about, instead of constantly comparing yourself to the people who are really only showing you the best parts of their lives anyway. So that is one thing that I have found has helped me tremendously. I unfollow anyone that I don't like to see the things that they have to post. They're posting negative things, sad stories. I'm sorry, I'm not following it. A drama page, I'm not following any of that because it doesn't make me feel good. So you can do the same thing. You can implement that right away. So go on your social media and make sure that you're only following people that, are adding to your life in some way. You can also focus on prioritizing your sleep and moving your body. I'm putting these together in one because it has to do overall with your health. And I know that not everyone is in a position to have a personal trainer or go to the gym every single day. Maybe you have kids kids or a very busy life or things that are causing you to not be able to do that. But what you can do is always make sure that you are getting a good amount of sleep so that you can be productive during the day. It's going to be very hard for you to work towards your goal of selling on Amazon and doing your product research if you're exhausted and you're falling asleep. You're not going to be able to focus. So try your best to get as much rest as possible. Take a nap if you need to, and just focus on being as productive as you can during the time that you have. So for me, for example, I don't work a lot. On my Amazon business alone, I'm spending 4 hours a week. That's like 30 minutes a day, if that. So ultimately, during the time that I am working, I'm focused. I'm making sure that that is what has my attention. I'm not scrolling on my phone. I'm not multitasking. I'm doing what I need to do so I can get it done, and then I can enjoy the rest of my time. I'm very, very big fan of working hard. I don't really work hard, but working strategically, not working harder. So it's really a matter of putting in the effort into the things that matter. I know you all have heard that saying before, that 80% of your results comes from 20% of your effort, and that's really what it comes down to. These beginning stages of selling on Amazon, I'm obviously going to use that as an example because that's what I do for a living, but those early stages, that's the 20%. You're going to enjoy that 80% later on when your product is launched and on the first page and you're making sales organically while you're on vacation, while you're playing with your kids. That is the 80%. You're going to reap those rewards later on, but you got to put in that 20 right now. So keep that in mind. There is a light at the end of the tunnel for all of the seeds that you're sowing now that you'll be able to enjoy later on. So the number 2 thing that you can do in order to move the needle, get closer to where you want to be in 4 months, is to learn more, educate yourself more. And when I say educate, I don't mean sign up for a college class. I don't mean that you have to do anything super formal, but there's so much information out there. Obviously, you all are here watching this YouTube video, so YouTube can be a wealth of knowledge. Podcasts can be a wealth of knowledge. Documentaries, TV shows, reading books. There's so many different ways that you can learn more and just have more of a broader understanding of the way that the world works, the way that business works, the way that interpersonal relationships work. I've seen people go to such amazing distances in business based off of networking, based off of being able to connect with the right people and sustain those relationships over time. So it's really important to be aware of all of the learnings from these people who have, made it to the places that you want to be, people that you can aspire to be inspired by, and you're consuming that positive content. And kind of going back to what I said before about scrolling aimlessly. Now you're being intentional about what you are consuming, what is going into your mind, what you're thinking about, what you're manifesting, what you believe to be possible in your life. If you never watch or read or learn anything about the possibilities, you're not going to be able to call those types of things into your life because you're simply not aware. Ignorance is not cute. So let's learn more, do everything that we can to educate ourselves. If it's starting a new business, if it is learning a new hobby, if it's learning how to speak a new language, these are all incredible things that can really enrich your life and make you happier. And happy people, trust me, are the ones who are going to be the most successful. When you're happy, you don't see life as a big stressful thing that you're dreading every day. You wake up, you're enthusiastic, you're happy to be alive, you're happy to be able to help other people or spend time with your loved ones or whatever. You have more of a passion when you are more knowledgeable about the world. So I highly encourage you to definitely consume more positive content, more educational content, and see where that takes you. And last but not least, what you can do in order to get closer to your goals is to actually make moves. What are the actionable items that you can do every single day to get closer and closer to that goal? One thing that I highly encourage you to do is to write down your goals. And I know that this might sound cheesy, it might sound pointless, but I really, really want to encourage you to put pen to a piece of paper, or if you are someone who's more creative and you're more of a visual person, make a vision board. Write down what it is you want for your life. Where are the places that you would like to see yourself in the next 6 months, in a year from now, 3 years from now? Your ideal life, your ideal self, what does that look like? And what are the goals that you are hoping to achieve? Just by simply putting it out there, putting it into the universe, you're making it a little bit more real, a little bit more tangible. You're holding yourself a little bit more accountable because you have intentionally set these goals and you are being very serious about the fact that you are going to try to accomplish these goals by taking those smaller actions. So just put it out there. I think that's step number one. Again, do it in the way that makes the most sense for you, whether you're just writing it in your notes app, maybe you have a journal, again, maybe you have a vision board, you might have an electronic vision board, maybe the background's on your phone. You're making it so that you're constantly seeing the things that you want to achieve in life. And that will be a great place to start as far as actions that you can take to setting your goals. The next thing you can do is to find something to be passionate about. Maybe you already have certain things that you do in your day-to-day life or things that you enjoy, which is awesome. And there are lots of things that you can do for simply just enjoyment. But one thing that I will say, and maybe it's a hot take, maybe it's not, but I truly do think that money makes life so much more easy. There's a reason I didn't say that money buys happiness, because I don't think that they are directly correlated, but I do think that money will then give you certain comforts, certain conveniences that will lead to you being more happy. For example, whenever I travel comfortably. I pick great seats. I always get to board first. I make sure that I am putting myself in a position to enjoy that activity. Or if I am going out to eat, I don't look at the price. I see it, but it's not a factor in me deciding what I'm going to order, what I'm going to drink, how I'm going to enjoy my meal. I went off on a little bit of a tangent. Let's wrap it back in. What I wanted to talk about was being in a position to be able to enjoy certain things in life and the correlation between money and happiness. And so I want for everyone, not just myself or the people that I love, everyone to be able to be in a position where you can afford the things that make you happy. Maybe getting a nice coffee every day makes you happy. I don't believe in not buying a nice coffee in the name of saving up to buy a house. It's just not a logical way to reach that goal, in my opinion. A more logical way to do it is to buy the coffee that makes you happy and focus on making more money in other ways. And that brings me to my next point, which is creating a side hustle or starting an online business. When there are, certain stressors in your life, it makes it a lot harder to enjoy life in general. It makes it harder to be motivated to do certain things like starting a business. But if you can just get yourself to the point where you are consistent, where you are disciplined, and you're able to launch that business, one, it gives you something to be excited about. Two, it gives you something to be proud of. When you take pride in, the thing that you're doing, even if you don't love it, you're still proud of the fact that you have a business, you have this thing that you are creating from scratch. It helps you feel accountable, you feel good about yourself. So that's going to help you internally, but obviously we all want to be able to be financially stable, financially comfortable. So it helps you on the flip side as well, because now you have the income to sustain your bills, or to help you live more comfortably, to be able to pay off some debt or whatever it is you want to do with that extra money. So starting an online business can be a great way, or a business in general. I say online because that is my world, that is my realm. I don't know why you would start any other type of business when you can literally do everything from your laptop or your phone in 2023 and beyond. So I just personally think that that's a great way to go about it. But whatever the business is that you are looking to start at the side hustle, just, do some research. YouTube is a great place to start. And if you're interested in selling on Amazon, for example, you can start here on my channel. I've got a free training linked in the description that you can also check out. So the education is there, but you have to be the person or the one to implement what is being taught. So not only spending all your time learning and looking things up and watching videos and reading books. Yes, all of that is important, but even more important past that is that you are actually applying what you are learning, that you are actually, putting action behind the things that you're learning about and what you say that you want to do. It's not just about talking the talk. You got to walk the walk and put in the work. And like I said, again, that 20% of effort to 80% of your results, it's going to pay off. So you just have to be able to stay focused and remember your why, your reason for doing what it is you're doing. Let that, keep you on track, and you will be so, so happy that you took the time and you invested in yourself and into your future. And last but not least, I just want to add on to this point of making moves is that you're also celebrating those small wins. When you're able to accomplish a little goal or some progress, maybe you took a step towards hitting a bigger milestone, celebrate it. It's very, very important to keep yourself engaged, keep yourself excited about what it is you're doing so that you don't kind of fall off or, lose your momentum. So it's great when you're able to get other people involved. Other people know what you're doing. They're excited for you. They motivate you. They cheer you on. But even if you don't have that support or those other people in your life, you can do that for yourself. Go and get a glass of your favorite wine, take a night off, take yourself to a movie, a concert, a nice dessert, dinner, whatever it is that makes you happy. Celebrate and continue to push forward. So I hope that these 3 things will kind of help you get closer and closer to your goals. As we come up on the end of the year, 2023 is about to be over, which is just wild to me. This year has flown by. Business has been incredible, and I want that for all of you. I'm sending all of my positive energy, and I believe in you. So get started today, all right? When you're watching this video, today is the day. We're not putting it off. We're not waiting until tomorrow. We're not waiting until Monday. We're not waiting until next week. We're going to start today, and you can do it. I believe it. Okay, with that, we're gonna go ahead and close out this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.